finally sent home to his parents. They had never listened to him.
He wasn't being good to himself. His feet were swollen and red and long. His thoughts were often muddled. He came to the studio and sat for hours at the piano. It hurt me all over in my eyes and my brain, my stomach and my heart. But I knew nothing could help him. I suppose a guy gets closer to you when he's hurting himself. And all you can do is watch. Eddie Condon.
Biggs quietly checked himself into a treatment center. Managed to stay sober for a while. Then fell off the wagon again. And was never well enough to rejoin the Whiteman band. By August of 1931, he was living alone in a borrowed one-room apartment in Queens, New York.
He died in the midst of an attack of DTs in a squalid little apartment in Queens at 9:30 in the evening with nobody around to help him.
Biggs might have been